afternoon. I'm Jenae. So this summer I was the data librarian intern. I worked with Liz Dobbins on the data team on creating the ACEP data catalog. So basically my project was to develop a data catalog as a tool to make the research data that ACEP produces more accessible to both everyone here at ACEP and anyone else that we want to share data with, like companies and organizations we work with, or just community members who are interested in Alaskan energy data. So my goals overall for this were first to figure out what ACEP needs, then to make that happen, actually develop a data catalog, do some testing to make sure I did it correctly, and then finally actually deliver this data catalog to ACEP so that I can start using it. So why do we need a data catalog? I'm sure plenty of you know the struggles of finding data here at ACEP. We don't really have a standard for where data goes after a research project, so it can be kind of a challenge to track down where things are. So this catalog is a way to improve that data workflow, so giving a singular final destination where everyone posts access to their data sets and everyone knows you can go here to find data. And this will improve the accessibility of data, which is really important in research. Because data it doesn't just serve one purpose. You want to be able to reuse it for other projects. So being able to find it in order to use it is very important. So in order to create this, there's a few steps following the software development lifecycle. So first, in order to figure out what we needed in this data catalog, I had meetings with a bunch of people from all over ACEP to kind of present this idea and get their feedback and ideas for how they want it to work, how it can best fit into their work. And that kind of created a bit of a to-do list for me in creating this. Once I had that to-do list, I had to actually make a data catalog. So we are using a data management software called CKAN, C-K-A-N. So I had to learn all about that and how to customize it and add features using extensions. So that involved a lot of Googling and reading documentation. And once I had an idea of what was possible with this, I could actually implement the features that people wanted and start customizing the site. So some of these features I was able to implement using extensions that other people had written. This is an open source software, so you can Google CKAN extensions and people have made things that you can use. But some features I had to write my own code and test it out to add those features. And then once I had a lot of things implemented on the catalog, I then conducted user tests. So basically I met with some more people, including some of my fellow interns, basically sat them down in front of the catalog and had them try to do things in the catalog. And then I was able to see where there were still problems and rough spots in the system. And then I could go and fix those. So here's a little before and after. So this is the home page of the data catalog at the beginning of the summer. This was just the default configuration straight out of the box, kind of boring. And this is what it looks like now. We've got all the nice ACEP colors and the logo and all those different groups for all the different projects that happen at ACEP. And lovely pictures. So things that I learned this summer, I learned a lot about working with an open source software and how to customize that and make it work for you. So lots of actually digging into the files and working with the code itself. There were, of course, plenty of struggles as well. There's only so much that you can find in the documentation sometimes. So sometimes I had to just go read the code itself to see what it's actually doing. And there was a number of times when I found the perfect extension that was exactly what we wanted, but it was a decade old and for 5 versions ago. So I either had to update it or just write it from scratch myself. And then just overall, the importance and complexity of data management. As I was saying, keeping data organized is really important to research, but it's not super simple. You know, it's not just as simple as, you know, here's this tool, start using it. It's really important to make sure that it fits with the researcher's work process and that it fits into the structure of ACEP as a whole. So there's a lot of thought that goes into making it actually work with the system. So in conclusion, we've created the data catalog. It is almost completed, and I'm excited to keep working in this position next semester to really get it cleaned up and help all of you guys to start working, actually start using it. So I guess I'll end this with a call to action. Not quite yet. It's not quite done, but as soon as it is, we're going to want all of your data sets. If you're a researcher, we want your data sets in the catalog. So please reach out to Liz or me, and we will work with you to get your data sets in here. And thank you. Questions? Oh, yeah.
Are you ready for restricted data sets, or are you wanting only like data sets that can be public right now?
For now, we're just sticking with data sets that are public, and yeah, we're not tackling sensitive data quite yet.